Hey, what's going on, guys? Leo. So, wow, XRP has been on a hell of a run. I think it's up something like 350% since the election. Some of this stems from, if we look over here, anonymous sources told Fox Business that the New York Department of Financial Services is close to approving the so-called RLUSD dollar stablecoin for Ripple. So, I mean, I don't have to tell you if that's true, and that does come out how big of a deal that is. Tether makes billions and billions of dollars in fees trading their stablecoin. So this could be huge and be a huge game changer for XRP. But what this video is about is I'm going to show you a trick. Well, not really a trick, but a technical analysis method that will be able to tell you when this run is over. So if you don't want to be stuck holding the bag, if this thing does come back down, you'll want to pay attention. So really quick, what we have here is we have the Bollinger Bands. Now they're set to a 50 period moving average, and we have the second deviation, third deviation, and the fourth deviation. And we're on the daily time frame here. And what you'll notice, if we go into the past, let's go all the way back to, what's another really big? So we'll go back to May of 21. And so what we're looking at here is Bollinger Bands, they gauge momentum in the market. So how fast price is moving and if price is able to keep up that momentum or not. So what you see is, it's kind of trending sideways, and then you see this massive spike, which pushes it outside of the Bollinger Bands. And so price continues to stay within these deviations all the way up. And then once it moves back down, it's kind of lost its momentum and it just kind of trends way, way down. So I use this as a way to kind of gauge where we are in the market. Has a really big move like what we're seeing with XRP right now. So for example, if we go back to the current price, okay, so you see that price, is just moving sideways, right? Nothing happening. And then all of a sudden it spikes right through the Bollinger Bands and it's keeping this momentum the whole way up. And now, gosh, we've moved up just a massive move from, it's gone up 367%. So massive, massive move. But the thing about these moves is that they can go down just as quickly as they go up. So what you don't want to see happen here is, like, let's say, I think that article said it's expected on December 4th. So it could be a kind of sell the news type of thing, buy the rumor, sell the news. So if it comes out and they launch it on December 4th, then this could be a sell situation where, if you look at the chart here and you start to see price closing below this Bollinger Band, you don't want to give those gains back. You really don't, especially if you have a really large position. Big moves like this can shift your portfolio where now you're suddenly weighted where you have a 30 or 40% position in a single token. You don't want to watch all of those profits come back. If it comes back to 84 cents, you don't want to see that. So my advice is to use this method as a gauge, kind of like a heat map, right? Seeing how hot the market's getting, is it losing steam? So if you want to stick around, we're just going to go over a little bit of some examples to kind of get a feel for it. So you can see here, it broke out of the Bollinger Band, but then, it just kind of moved sideways, kind of lost its momentum and continued kind of trending away. You can see it again here. It broke below, kind of touched the red Bollinger Band, and then it just lost its momentum and it kind of drifted back the other direction. So, you can see it again, how it kind of just loses it. Let's see. So it kind of, it didn't really touch the outer. That's one thing that I like to see, is I like to see it touch the red Bollinger Band, because it's really a strong move if it does that. So you'll notice it kind of just, moves up in between the red and blue, and then it kind of drifts sideways and it spikes up to the red. And then you see it drift down, 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 and losing its momentum again. Let's see. Oh, here's another perfect example, right? So kind of zooming in here, right? So we get the breakout, we kind of touch the red, it kind of just drifts sideways, right? And again, it's technical analysis. Nothing is guaranteed always. It's just a gauge in the market. And so it kind of barely closes outside the Bollingers, keeps moving up, and it touches the red for a third time. And this time it really kind of loses its steam and moves down. Let's see what else we can try and find. So here's again, we had this period where it moved sideways, and then it spikes up, spikes outside the third Bollinger Band, and then it just kind of, just drifts aside, kind of loses momentum and just falls. So this is a great indicator for gauging this in the market. Again, here it is. You get that spike outside the red, kind of drifts sideways, moves up again, and then, just kind of just dies out. So you don't want to be in a position where, you got all these gains up here, and then you see it closing outside of this first yellow Bollinger Band, and then you just kind of watch it all these profits get all wiped away. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of how to use this in the market. Hopefully this move in XRP keeps going, but a lot of times these really unbelievable moves, they lose their steam eventually, and I don't want to see y'all being stuck holding the bag. So until next time, take care.